Today we are going to be wheeling Kane Creek. We're going to be we're getting quite a ways out to Moab City down a dirt road, but we're going to be shooting down the canyon, crossing the river a bunch of times, hitting some really fun obstacles, so I'm excited to show you guys.
The storm is coming, but I'm prepared. I'll be gone for a while, but don't be scared. Right now I don't know if I'll ever arrive. Where the grass is green, we're still alive. I hope I'll see you on the other side. I know that I'll be paying for the ride into the black hole.
We've been wheeling along pretty smooth trail for the most part. It's just rocky and bumpy, and we've come to our first real, for the most part, obstacle. We got quite a steep little downhill right to an up, so any long overhang or horrible approach or departure angles, this could be a tough one for you guys.
Into the black hole. Sing for my soul. Through the black hole. To make myself whole again.
So we've been wheeling along, and here comes a Jeep actually, but this section right here is called a squeeze rock. It was a lot of fun. We actually all just went through it, but I'm going to show you a bunch of that footage right here.
'Cause I can only give you my heart. When the darkest clouds begin to part, I hope I'll see you on the other side. I know that I'll be paying for the ride into the black hole. Sing for my soul. Through the black hole. To make myself whole again. I'll give you my love. Can't give you my love. No, I'll give you my love. Can't give you my love. I'll give you my love into the black hole. Sing for my soul. Through the black hole. To make myself whole again.
After everybody successfully got through the squeeze rock, we dropped down into the canyon. The canyon's official name on maps is Cane Springs Canyon. This is where you drop down and now you start going through the creek a bunch of times. And when I mean a bunch of times, it's so many times that you cannot keep track. My co-pilot for this run, Don, was counting, and I believe him when he said that we crossed the creek upwards of 60 times. Not only are you crossing through the creek, but you are weaving through the bushes and the brambles, and going up the berms on the side of the creek and in and out, back and forth, and you're doing this for quite a few miles before you start doing the climb up the canyon wall.
Ready?
Probably the most difficult obstacle on this trail is what they call Hamburger Hill. The lead up to this obstacle right here isn't anything to joke about either. It is a big rocky area leading up to this hill climb that is actually a lot steeper than it shows on camera. Brian, tour guide Taco, couldn't quite crawl up the ledge very easily, but they were able to get him up by just using a tow strap and some manpower. The FJ40 cruised up there to give them a hand to possibly pull him up. By that time, Brian was already up and over, so DJ and the FJ40 decided to try the hill. With his short wheelbase, it made it quite steep and he wasn't able to make it. Tyler in the 4Runner decided to go around on the bypass because of his earlier excitement on Hellhole a few days prior. The bypass isn't that difficult of a route, but it is right on the cliff. So you are watching the edge of your tires, making sure you're not going to slide off this cliff as you're going around this massive rock on the side. And then once you get around that, it's pretty straight shooting until you get to the ledge. And a little Moab bump will get you right up that.
All right, here we go. So I'm pulling up to Hamburger Hill right now. We got almost everybody up the trail, up the difficult sections. I'm the last one to go. So we'll just see how it goes. I kind of know the lines after being watching. There is sort of a bypass. I hope I don't have to take it. I'm going to try the wall first, but we'll see.
After conquering Hamburger Hill, you are presented with this striking view of the canyon. Driving right on the edge of the cliff with a little bit of a cutout for this trail as you're cruising along, it's just absolutely breathtaking with the river down below, red rock cliffs on each side of you as you're cruising along. Looking down where that white FJ60 is, you can see an old car that went off the track. Not quite sure what kind of vehicle it was, but it's definitely not a advanced 4x4 rig of any kind, so it's probably been there for a long time. Once the canyon does open up, there are a few more obstacles ahead of us that present some optional lines and some rock crawling that you get to do. And you can choose your own adventure, and then we get to the end of the trail, which is a sad, sad day.
All right, so we just finished the trail. It was epic. We crossed like the river 60 some odd times. Hamburger Hill was no joke. That was a lot of fun. I'm shocked I made it up that ledge. I want to give a huge shout out to Brian. He led the trail. It was an awesome time, and he actually has a YouTube videos or YouTube channel as well. So I was going to give him a quick chance to shout that out on the channel. Go ahead.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Yeah.
My channel is actually 17 Off Road. So check it out if you want to. We have lots of videos in Northern California and in Moab, so check it out.
And with that, my friends, keep crawling.